Hello everyone, welcome back to Math 1350, more on math, Chapter 8, Section 1. Section 1 deals with variables. What are variables? Variables are letters that define an unknown. For example, we always use x as our unknown independent variable, and y as our resulting dependent variable. Remember when we dealt with graphs, each point is made up of an x and y. You need to know what x is before you could plug it in the equation to figure out what y is. That's why x is independent, y is dependent. We have this function, this equation. So you can't tell me what y is until you tell me what x is. X can be anything. That's why it's independent. But once I define it, then the value of y becomes defined. That's why the value of y depends on whatever x is. So if I say x equals -3, then I plug it in there. I put x is -3, and I work it out. Positive times negative is negative. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3. Opposite signs, 6 is bigger, so the answer is negative. 6 minus 3 is 3. So now we know what y is, because y depends on whatever x is before we get that. So our point on our graph would be -3, -3. And also now, this is where we're also going to be introduced to what are called literal problems, or more so, word problems. But if you think about it, back in elementary school, if you ask any first, second, third, fourth, fifth grader, what's your favorite subject, they always tell you math. And about 80% of their work is all word problems. But they're word problems that have pictures and moving things and manipulatives. That gets lost in junior high. And in high school, all it is this boring math that we see today. So let's learn how to do literal problems. Before we begin, we have to know what these words mean. Don't worry about it. I'll send you this chart also. This symbol here means there's a plus, the addition symbol. Whenever you see any of these words in a sentence, increase by, plus, the sum of this together with that, 3 and 4 combined. Whenever you see those words, it means addition. Add those numbers together. Whenever you see this symbol, or any of these words, the change between 3 and 5 is subtraction. So you take 5 minus 3. 6 decreased by 2. 6 minus 2. The difference between 7 and 10, you take the bigger minus the smaller. So pretty much, for addition, just doesn't matter how you combine them. Subtraction, it's usually the second number goes first. So 7 decreased by 3, that one's straightforward. But the difference between 7 and 9, I have to go to the higher number minus the smaller. So the subtraction problems are going to be the most difficult ones. The difference between 10 and 20. So we go with a bigger number minus the smaller. The sum of 10 and 20. The difference means subtraction. The sum means addition. Once you see the operation, okay, this number goes first, this number goes second. Just in subtraction, when you say difference, you always want to take the second number first. Right? The symbol means multiplication. By. When you hear somebody say 3 by 4, we usually talk about matrix. They're talking about 3 rows by 4 columns. So if you think about this, if I had 3 rows and 4 columns, 3 times 4 equals 12. I have 12 boxes. So that's a common one. Times 7 times 3. Triple. Triple means 3 times a number. Whatever the number you give me, triple it. So triple, if you triple 2, you get 2 times 3, which is 6. If you find twice a number, that's 2 times. Product means multiplication. The word of in word problems. In word problems, whenever we talk about, let's say, discounts, 20% of 100. All that means is 20% times 100. So remember, this is 20 over 100 times 100. The hundreds cancel, so the answer is 20. So the word of means multiply. Multiply by increased. See, this is different. This could be same one increased. So actually, I'm going to take that one out. I don't like that one. Division, cut up into pieces. Half means divide by 2. Parts per percent. Quotient, that's the word of it. Whenever you see the word quotient or ratio or rational, remember, division means rational because it's a ratio, part over total. Alright, let's see what these homework assignments look like. So, 12 less than a number. Less than means subtraction. So we have a subtraction problem. So it's 12 less than a number. So we start with a number and take away 12 from it. This is 12 less than a number. So the answer is C. 14 more than a number? More than a number. These are the option words. Circle what you know. So we have 14. More than means addition. A number. We don't know what that is, so it's just X. So that's what it means directly. But so you start off with a number and you add 14 to it. But see, with commutativity, I can move those around since they're both positive. You can move them around, but it doesn't work that way with subtraction. Remember, the commutative property said x plus y equals y plus x. 3 plus 4 is 4 plus 3. They both equal 7. However, this does not work. So with addition, it doesn't matter, it works. 11 times a number. A number, we don't know what it is, so we just put x. Times means multiply. 11 is 11, so it's 11x. Or they like use n. You can use x or n as a variable. So this one is a. $39 less than twice a number. Let's go. So we have 39. Less than is an operation. Twice is an operation. A number. So since it says less than, it's a minus problem. And because it's minus this number, but whatever the number we have, we're taking 39 away from it. Twice a number. So it's 2x. So 2x minus 39. Let's see. The difference between the cube of a number and twice the number. The difference between the cube of a number and twice the number. Okay, let's read left to right. There's the mathematics of language. The difference. Difference means subtraction. Between, this tells us which words. First one, because we have to define two numbers. The first one they're going to define is the cube of. Remember, what does of mean? Multiply. Cube is 3. A number is x. So the difference between the cube of a number and now we define the second number. This defines the first number. This defines the second number. Twice means 2. The number. The number. It's the same as this one. So it's x. The difference between the cube of a number, I'm sorry, that's 3 times. Cube of a number is an exponent. It's a cubic equation. So this goes up there. So the cube of a number minus twice a number. So it's D. If it said thrice, then it would be 3 times. But since it said cube, it's my bad, I'm sorry. it means an exponent. Cube. If it said square and cube of a number and the square of a number, if it's a square, it's an exponent. A cube is an exponent. So thrice and twice are coefficients. My bad. The temperature in Fahrenheit. The temperature in Fahrenheit. If 5 times the temperature, okay, so if 5 times the temperature in Fahrenheit, F, is equal to the sum of 9 times the temperature in degrees Celsius, so it's C, and now turn to the side, 160. So the temperature F, so we're talking about the F we're looking for. If 5 times the temperature in Fahrenheit, so it's 5 times temperature in Fahrenheit, is equal to the sum of 9 times the temperature in Celsius and 160. Okay, so we're looking for F. So now we have to divide each term by 5. So it's 9 over 5, C. 5 goes into 16 3 times with 1 left over. 5 goes into 10 twice. So here's the conversion formula. 9 over 5C plus 32. So it's A. The distance, D, in T hours at a constant speed of 5 miles an hour. Write the equation using the variables to describe. Distance equals rate times time. The distance traveled in T hours at a rate of 5 miles per hour. So D equals 5T. Not an S, it's a 5. Or is that an S? It's S then. D equals ST, 5. B. The number of words W typed in T minutes if you type 30 words in 1 minute. So if you type 30 words per minute, that's your time. So whatever time amount you have, each minute you can type 30 words. So it's 30 times T. If I could type 80 words per minute, so it's 80 times T. That's per each minute. So in our example, it's W equals 30T, which is C. All right, I hope that helped. Good luck on your homework. See you in the next section.